On July 28, 1914, Europe was plunged into chaos when Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria was assassinated, igniting the flames of World War I. This act set off a chain reaction of alliances and conflicts, drawing major powers like Germany, Britain, France, and Russia into a devastating global war. In this intricate web of alliances, Germany and Austria-Hungary formed the Central Powers, while Britain, France, and Russia came together as the Allied powers. As the conflict intensified, Russia played a crucial role on the Eastern Front, but in a surprising twist, Russia eventually withdrew from the war. Why did this happen? What were the internal and external pressures that led to Russia's exit? Stick with History Facts Unveiled as we uncover the dramatic story behind Russia's departure and its profound impact on World War I. Russia, the vast empire stretching from Europe to Asia, was ruled by Tsar Nicholas II. Although the country was immense in size, it was riddled with internal problems, economic struggles, political unrest, and a populace increasingly discontent with autocratic rule. But despite these internal issues, Russia had a deep sense of national pride and a commitment to its Slavic brothers in Serbia. Serbia had long been at odds with Austria-Hungary, and the assassination of the Archduke provided the latter with a pretext to crush Serbia once and for all. As Austria-Hungary prepared to strike, Serbia turned to its traditional protector, Russia, for help. Tsar Nicholas II was faced with an agonizing decision. Russia was bound by a series of treaties that compelled it to come to Serbia's aid, but war with Austria-Hungary would inevitably mean war with Germany, Austria-Hungary's powerful ally. The Russian Empire, still licking its wounds from a humiliating defeat in the Russo-Japanese War, 1904 to 1905, was not fully prepared for another major conflict. But there was more at stake than just treaties. Russia saw itself as the protector of all Slavic peoples, and allowing Austria-Hungary to dominate Serbia would be a severe blow to Russian prestige. Moreover, the Russian military leadership, eager to restore their honor after the loss to Japan, saw the war as an opportunity to assert Russian power in Europe. On July 30th, 1914, Tsar Nicholas II made the fateful decision to order a full mobilization of the Russian army. The decision was not taken lightly. Nicholas knew that this would trigger a chain reaction across Europe, pulling the continent into war. But he believed it was necessary to maintain Russia's honor and protect its interests. As Russia mobilized, Germany, bound by its alliance with Austria-Hungary, declared war on Russia on August 1st, 1914. France, allied with Russia through the Franco-Russian alliance, was drawn into the conflict as well. Britain, initially hesitant, was eventually pulled in due to its commitments to Belgium, which Germany had invaded to strike at France. For Russia, the war quickly turned into a colossal struggle for survival. The Russian army, vast but poorly equipped and poorly led, was thrown into battle against the highly trained and technologically advanced German forces. The Eastern Front became a brutal theater of war, with millions of Russian soldiers enduring horrific conditions, facing not only the enemy, but also the harsh Russian winters. As the war dragged on, the initial patriotic fervor in Russia began to wane. The realities of war, crippling losses, food shortages, and a faltering economy began to take their toll. The Russian people, already disillusioned with the Tsarist regime, grew increasingly restless. The war had exposed the deep weaknesses within Russian society and the incompetence of its leadership. By 1917, the strain of war had pushed Russia to the brink of collapse. The February Revolution that year forced Tsar Nicholas II to abdicate, ending centuries of Romanov rule. A provisional government took power, but it was unable to pull Russia out of the war or address the deepening crisis. The final blow came with the October Revolution of 1917, when the Bolsheviks, led by Vladimir Lenin, seized control of the government. They promised peace, land, and bread, a slogan that resonated deeply with the war-weary and impoverished Russian populace. Lenin had long opposed the war, viewing it as a conflict that only served the interests of the ruling classes. One of his first acts as leader was to negotiate an armistice with Germany, leading to the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk in March 1918. This treaty ended Russia's involvement in World War I, but came at a steep cost. Russia was forced to cede vast territories to Germany, including Ukraine, Belarus, and the Baltic states. Russia's exit from World War I had significant consequences. It allowed Germany to focus its military efforts on the Western Front, which led to some of the fiercest battles of the war in 1918. However, despite these gains, the Central Powers were ultimately defeated. For Russia, the end of its involvement in the war was just the beginning of a new chapter of turmoil, a bloody civil war that would last until 1923, shaping the future of the Soviet Union. Think you know what really triggered World War I? The truth might surprise you. Don't miss this. History isn't always what it seems. Find out what they didn't teach you in school. You won't believe how it all began. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history. And let us know in the comments what other historical events you'd like us to explore next.